Hello, Nila. Thank you so much for your time. A pleasure to talk to you both and to talk about the Smurfs. Even though this is like a, let's say, it's kind of a remake because I used to watch when I was little, the old ones that they used to do back. They used like to show us back in Brazil. I'm from Brazil, so Smurf was a big part of my life growing up. So I'm going to start with you, Nila. What was like important this time around to bring out these Belgian roots to this new take of the Smurfs?
Yeah, really important because we're really proud of the fact that this is a Belgian character. It's kind of an icon here in Belgium, and yeah, we really wanted to produce a show here. And it was not so obvious to do that because this is a brand that is known all over the world. So we needed to make it appealing for the fans and the new kids all over the world. So naturally, we would say, okay, we will produce this in the States, but we really wanted to make it work, and we did, and we're very proud of the way it turned out. So yeah.
Yeah. Now for you, Mark, how excited is to voice, for me, like is one of the most beloved villain in the cartoon world. So how is it for you?
Hi, Jana. Nice to meet you. Well, I think your words are right. He is the most loved villain, and well, it's when your phone rings and you're asked to do the character, you don't say no. You jump up, you put the phone down, and you turn to your kids and say, guess what daddy's going to be doing, So that's how much, and we had it with every single actor. I mean, it's just the whole Smurfs adventure of being, I grew up with the Smurfs as a kid, just like you. So it's an institution, it's something big. And so, you don't say no. You just go, yeah, it's happening. It's really exciting. It's a great job. It's been fun.
Oh yeah, I can only imagine how fun it was. So I'm gonna come back to you, Nila. What was like the biggest challenge to bring this series like together?
Well, the biggest challenge was to keep the values of the classic, like you call it, the old series, but keep it appealing for the kids of today, because the world has changed in 40 years time, and also the kids have evolved, but we really wanted to stay true to the original characters, to the original creations, but making it appealing for today's kids as well. And we didn't only want to make a show that was fun for the kids to watch, but also for their parents, their grandparents, because we had quite big shoes to fill, because we knew that all of these fans were going to watch it also with with their kids. And that was always in the back of our minds. We need to make a show that will not make them forget the old one, but will have them say, okay, we love this new show as well. So, and I think we kind of succeeded in doing that.
Yeah. Mark, you voicing a villain, so must have, I don't know if you have something related that you can relate to Gargamel. I don't know. Can you?
Good question. No, I don't. I mean, you flesh out characters, right? I mean, you kind of, I had the advantage of having the comic strips that I read when I was a kid. We had the first series, and then I had a long discussion with the director about how he saw this, and with Pio as well. It's something you flesh out, and he's a lovable guy. I mean, he's a villain for sure, and he's evil, but he's a lonely guy. His cat's more intelligent than he is. He doesn't take care of himself. He's obsessed with this Smurf thing, and he devises all these plans. And when they don't fail because he's bad at them, he's just unlucky, even though the idea was a genius idea. So you kind of feel sorry and you love him. And I think that's how I saw him. Essentially, I care for him. and so I can make him, as demented and crazy as we want, and he's funny. And I think that's the way I see him. I don't see him as pure evil. So it's, yeah, I've fallen in love with Gargamel, and I think that's my only answer to that. It's just, he's a legend.
Yeah, he is. He is a legend. I love him. I love him so much, even though like he have this bad side of him, but at the same time, I want to get him and like squeeze him. Like it's amazing, right?
Yeah, so, he's a Charles Chaplin character,
Yes. So Nele, you mentioned about to bring like updates, like the themes and to the kids nowadays, like especially my son and other kids. So what was like, can you talk a little bit about these elements? Is like, especially Smurfette, she's have more power now, like she's more, I don't know, more girly, that have this girly power. Can you talk a little bit about it?
Yeah. Smurfette needed a bit of special attention because in the 80s she was kind of the classic girl that needed to be rescued all the time, and now we have made her really a strong personality, and we also added some friends for her, not only the Smurfs but some female friends. So that's really what we did to make it also for today's world. But not only that, we also made the series a lot faster. So there's a lot more action going on. When you look back now to the classic series, it's a lot slower and it's normal. But that was a challenge to make it more for the kids of today. And we also incorporated different layers of humor. Like I said, we wanted to make the small kids laugh, but also the parents, the grandparents, the fans. And we really did that. When we could have a laugh when reading the scripts, that's when we knew that we succeeded, because we're all fans as well. I think every single person that worked on this show is a fan. So, yeah, that's what we try to do.
So Mark, I can see that you're also a musician, because I see all these guitars. I don't know if you have a bass there. I don't know. I can see that. Are we gonna see Gargamel playing in a rock band?
That's a great idea.
If he invents an instrument, we might do. Yeah, who knows? I think anything's possible with Gargamel. He comes up with some crazy stuff. So I think, the only rule with Gargamel is that there are no rules.
Yeah, exactly.
Expect the best ones.
Yes, and I'm making a note of it. It's a great idea.
Yeah, write that down. So, and also, Mark, voicing him, what did you learn about yourself? Like putting all your beautiful voice on Gargamel.
Well, thank you. That's a nice compliment. To be honest, he's actually one of the easier characters I've played, because he's so extreme and he's so quirky. You can go anywhere with him. There are no rules with Gargamel. So from a voice point of view, a voice performance, I can practically do whatever I want that's extreme. I can go into an extreme form of emotion. I can be extremely happy, extremely mad, but it's always extreme. And then all of a sudden it stops and I suspend time and come out with something very silly, almost ordinary, and that makes him really weird and really funny. That's my rule with Gargamel, is that I don't hold back, ever. I don't.
And I think that is how an actor wishes, like not have like limited when you're playing a character or voicing a character. So Mark, Nele, I just want to thank you so much for your time. A pleasure to meet you. A lot of success always, and keep bringing more stories with Smurfs, Gargamel, and all these amazing characters. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Jana.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye.
If you like this video, don't forget to comment, to like, and subscribe to our channel right here.